everybody, welcome back to another video of me showing you a couple of Hot Wheel cars. Now this time I went for my European box of cars and I went through it and I picked up a random set of four, just like usual, and I guess I might as well begin with this one, because why not? It's the first one that was in the pile. So yeah, this is a Volkswagen Käfer, a classic, the Beetle, but it's the Käfer Racer or Racer, with a bit of a German accent, I guess. This one seems to be modified to be a drag racing car, of course modeled after the real life Beetle. It doesn't look like by the looks of it, it doesn't actually look like this was ever made. But of course, if it was, that would be really cool if anybody had a car like this, because I'm just thinking that it was never actually made because of all the features that I see here, like this front arch looks a little cartoonish to me. I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong here. I'm not an expert on cars or racing cars, obviously. So if I'm wrong, then yeah, I definitely accept it. But yeah, it does look very nice. I think that might have been one of the reasons why I picked it. I think this one is a bit of an older model. It's actually only 2 years old. Well, it's not as old as I thought. I actually thought I picked it up much earlier than that, but it seems to be a 2022 car. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not a huge fan exactly of the color combination here, like the red and golden. Also, the wheels look really basic for what it is. I don't know. It looks like a standard set of like those steel wheels, just colored in like gold and metallic, but it still looks very cool. I like the little details here. I love the long exhausts in the back of the car. They look really nice over there in the back, and I love the fuel filler on the bonnet over here on the front. And I didn't even notice this when I picked up the car, but it's from a series called Hot Wheels Contoured. So I guess that was a series of drag racing modified cars, I imagine. I'm honestly not sure if I have any cars from this series, but this seems to be the fifth out of all the five that they made. I think I definitely have some drag cars in my collection, but yeah, I have currently absolutely no clue as to how many I have. And yeah, a regular car, not a treasure hunt at all. They seem to have been making these since 2016. Yeah, 2016. And I think I definitely have. I know that I have another Beetle like this, just in it's some kind of special edition. I'm definitely gonna come across it at some point. It's all golden and it comes with a set of lights. It's like a drag car. I think it looks exactly like this, but I'm not entirely sure. And it also comes in the box. There's a set of there's a set of starting lights for like a drag race event. I don't know how that's called right now, but I definitely have it in one of those bigger boxes. So yeah, a race Volkswagen Beetle drag car. Why not? It looks really cool, I think. Not a big fan of the colors though, but who am I to be picky, right? I was wondering when I first saw this in the box, why do I have it in my European box? But then it occurred to me that these Ford Sierras, I don't think they were ever meant for the US market, and unless I'm wrong, of course, but I do think that these Sierras were made for Europe, especially for the UK. I mean, you always see these in the UK videos, like it's a UK thing, I think. I honestly didn't look it up. Maybe I should do more research before making these videos now that I say it out loud like this. Because I tell you about a lot of stuff that I don't know, and that doesn't seem very useful. But yeah, I don't think the Sierra ever made it to the US. I think there was a bunch of Fords that only were produced and made for the UK or the European market, and I'm pretty sure this was one of them. I am not sure if I ever seen a Sierra in real life. I don't even know if we ever had them in my country, in Slovakia. And this is a Cosworth. I've definitely never seen the Cosworth edition, but it's one of the reuse rides cars. Those are always very cool. Retro Racers won the first out of the 10, and the yeah, this one's really nice. Except one thing I noticed about this thing is the wheels look almost completely different from what you can see on the card over here. Because on the card it looks like a set of like actual real wheels. I think they remind me of the XT7s, of the work XT7 wheels. It's just, I'm kind of just saying that from the top of my head. I don't want to go pause the video and look it up, but they do remind me of those wheels. And the wheels on the car look like, like basic Hot Wheels wheels. So yeah, that's a little unusual because from what I noticed, at least maybe I'm wrong again, but like from what I noticed, the wheels that they put on the graphics over here on the card are always just like with the Beetle. They look exactly like the ones on the car itself, but in this case, on the Sierra, they look almost completely different. I don't know if that was deliberate or if that's something that they forgot to edit. But yeah, it's just a little thing that I noticed. Not a lot of details going on down here, but but I bet this thing makes a really cool sound in real life. I wish I could see it in real life. I don't think I ever have. Yeah, Retro Racers. I do like that series. I definitely have a couple of cars from that series. But I do love old retro cars, so I definitely have picked up a bunch of other ones as well. Now this one was also in my European box, and I was also wondering what is this doing here. It's one of those made-up cars. The front reminds me of like a Nissan Pao or something, or a Honda E, or something like that. But then I checked it out and it's got the Volkswagen logo in the back. Now it looks like a car that would have been a Need for Speed Nitro. Yeah, nothing about this. I mean, it's kind of cool. I do like the comically large wheels. It looks like one of those tuned cars from that tuned series, but it's actually Compact Kings. I did like that series. I think I have all of those 5 cars. But I think I pretty much only picked this one up because it's got that Volkswagen logo on the back of the car. I'm not sure what's up with that because it doesn't remind me it doesn't remind me of any Volkswagen car. So I'm not sure what they were going for with this exactly. Definitely looks compact. Will probably be very difficult to actually get inside this thing. But yeah, it looks like a fun little hatchback, I guess. Well, like I said, I picked it up because of the Volkswagen logo. I think I wanted to find out more about it. I think there's like a Hot Wheels Wikipedia. I might check that after this video, see what this is all about. And I actually definitely want to do that because it's just a little odd to me that it's got the Volkswagen logo in the back and it's just like a made-up car. It doesn't look like a Volkswagen at all. Or maybe it's based on some kind of concept car that Volkswagen made and it never got released or something like that. Maybe it was supposed to be a Polo or something. Who knows? I'll definitely check that later. Well, the last one that I picked up, definitely very real, McLaren F1 GTR. I'm not sure how many of these were actually made. It's actually got the same wheels as the Ford over here, and they actually, even now that I look at it, they look exactly the same like the ones on the card over here. Don't know if you can see that very well, but they look exactly the same, obviously just colored in orange. So yeah, this is a car that none of us mortals will definitely ever drive. And from what I remember, if somebody had enough money to actually buy the McLaren F1, you had to actually go to the McLaren dealership and you had to get yourself measured so that the car would be suited exactly for your size, for your height and everything. So yeah, I know that Mr. Bean used to have one. I think he crashed it. I don't know if he still has it, but it was not it was not the GTR version. This one was made specifically as a race car for the racetrack. I'm not sure if these were ever road legal, but I would love to see one in real life. It looks super cool. I don't even mind that it's silver. I absolutely dislike silver cars because they are basically invisible when you drive out on the roads and it's wet, it's raining. You can't even see silver cars. It's funny that I say that because I have a silver Mitsubishi Lancer, but I never choose my cars based on their color. So yeah, this one's definitely cool. I would love to hear how this sounds in real life, especially the GTR version. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube. I'll actually go and check them out because I love to hear how this thing sounds. So yeah, not a treasure hunt. None of these were actually treasure hunts. They're all just regular cars that I picked up because I like the way they look. And yeah, another one of those retro racers, just like the Ford Sierra. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, feel free to leave a comment and correct me in anything that I might have gotten wrong. I'll be happy to reply to anybody. Thank you again.